Let's talk about washing your brushes and caring for them. I'm washing a brush out here. Now, before you do the soap and water wash of the brush, you of course want to get as much paint out of your bristles of your brush as you can with your solvent and on a paper towel before you go to doing it with soap and water. And there's a lot of different kinds of soaps that you can use. There's a lot of different brands. There's olive oil soaps. There's ones that have linseed oil in them. The soap I'm using here is this stuff. So this is Fel's Naphtha. It's a laundry bar, and these laundry bars work great. There's a lot of different kinds. They all work really well. I found this to work perfectly for me. And the laundry soap is just a stronger detergent in it, and the detergent's job is to bind oil and water, which is exactly what you want if you're trying to clean out your brushes, especially if you've been using them for oil paint. So I find this stuff to be great. There's other brands that are pink that are, but they're all under $2, whereas the expensive olive oil soaps and things you can spend a lot more money on. So this is inexpensive soap and it works great. I just lather it up in my hand. I have it in that little plastic Tupperware thing because I like to use that as a brush washing container. So when it gets down to a low level, I can since soap, if you heat it up, it's sort of like waxy. So if I heat it up in the microwave, I can just smush a fresh bar down into there, and then I can kind of keep my little brush washing thing topped off. So really all I'm doing is just lathering it up in my hand. And if you want to be a little more cautious about it, you could use a glove if you want, because I'm really scrubbing the brush into my hand to clean the bristles out. If you're concerned about either the content of the paint, because some paints have heavy metals in them, or the strength of the detergent, because this is really laundry soap, so it does kind of dry out my hand a little bit to scrub it like this. The dryness is pretty minor because this soap really cleans the brushes out well, and I don't have any trouble washing them out of my hand. So I really want to get as much paint as I can, especially out of the ferrule. So I sort of squeeze the stuff out and really try and get all the paint I can out of up near the ferrule. So the ferrule is the metal part that holds the bristles of the brush to the wooden part of the brush. And if you have a lot of paint stuck in there that you're having trouble getting out, or this doesn't do, you can leave your brush soaking in liquid laundry detergent overnight, like liquid Tide, and that should loosen up a lot more of the stuff. And then you could just repeat this process to clean your brush out, and that should work pretty well. If you leave it too long, of course, you won't be able to wash it out. But that's the next sort of emergency measure you could take if you want to try and save a brush, is to go to liquid laundry detergent and soak it overnight and then try this. Also, if you want to keep your brushes in a good shape, if I look at a smaller brush here, this is an Escada. It's a cat tongue filbert. It has a nice point to it. So after I wash it, I'm going to use Trickle brush restorer, which I'll show you in a second. It's kind of like hair gel. It's inexpensive. I've had this jar for honestly probably 8 years, and I've used a quarter of it, so it's pretty economical. And it's the same stuff that they put on brushes when they're new. So you just shape your brush, and it helps hold it into the shape that you want it to be when it dries. So that helps a lot. So I hope this helps you take good care of your brushes, and they'll take care of you.